Dad, be careful in there. They tell me this Suau stuff is quite strong.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Oh boy.
It's okay. So strong, Stuff really great.
More than 170 years ago, Juan Suau y Benassar made a decision that would change his life. He left behind his distillery in Cuba, his trading business in the Caribbean, and sold his beloved ship, El Mallorquin, all for one reason: love. And that's how Bodega Suau was born. In 1851, Juan Suau returned to his native island, Mallorca, to marry his beloved. And he brought with him more than goods. He brought knowledge, experience, and an idea.
So to let you know a little bit about the story, Bodega Suau was founded by Juan Suau y Benassar. That's where the name Suau comes from. It was his surname, and he was Mallorquin, and he was a merchant sailor who would travel back and forth America, Canada, Philippines, bringing and buying new products. In one of his trips to Cuba, he partnered with a local Cuban, and they started making rum. This was around 1840.
But Mallorca had no sugarcane. It had vineyards. So rum gave way to a new protagonist: brandy. A tradition was born. A family distillery that would begin writing its story with patience, wood, and time. Each barrel an experiment, and little by little the name Suau became synonymous with quality. current winery is housed in an industrial building over 2 centuries old. A place that was once a mill, a factory, and finally, a sanctuary for brandy. Inside, hundreds of American oak barrels hold a liquid treasure that ages slowly. Here, time is not the enemy. It is an ingredient. Every drop tells a story that can only be written over years.
What we want is your brandy to get better and older every year. So as soon as we extract the bottle, we automatically refill with very similar quality brandy to what's inside it.
Unlike other methods, at Suau, less liquid is extracted from each barrel. It is allowed to breathe. It is allowed to evolve. Because true luxury is not haste. It is patience. But no story crosses centuries without scars. During the Spanish Civil War, the Suau family lost control of the winery, and in 1989, a new family took over, the Barceló family. They didn't just inherit a company. They inherited a story. And they chose to protect it. To modernize without erasing. To innovate without forgetting. To respect the past while building the future. Today, more than 170 years later, Bodega Suau still stands. It exports to dozens of countries. It maintains artisanal processes. And it continues crafting brandy as it did in the past, while looking towards the future. Because some stories are not told, they are tasted. And in every glass of Suau, a journey lives on. From the Caribbean to Mallorca, from the sea to the barrel, from the past to today.